Hey lovelies, so today is kind of a check-in. A couple videos ago, I don't even remember when, I talked about how I switched some of my plants over to orchard pots, so basically clear pots. We're gonna go and check a few of them. A couple of them have grown a lot, which is a good and bad thing in regards to the roots, and I'll kind of explain why. But let's go pick up some plants. So one of the first ones I have is the Silver Lady. This is the Silver Lady. Yes, this is the Silver Lady. She has grown a lot. However, I do have some stragglers I need to clip off. And I started realizing I may have an issue when multiple vines started getting string, and I'm like, why is that happening? Check the roots, and I'm like, oh, well, you're starting to try to escape the pot. It's not that bad, but she's getting there. So I love the orchard pots just because you can see the roots, but also, unfortunately, it leaves a lot of holes for roots to escape, which isn't so bad for this pot, so I might end up keeping this one in this pot and just like stuffing her back in. My other one though, which is my Albo, that one I kind of noticed right out the gate that those roots are going to try to fill up any space. So that one very quickly escaped this pot, and I had to go like every 2 to 3 weeks to repackage it so it would stay in. However, October, I was pretty much out of count for like 3 months and I couldn't really keep up with anything. And this guy used that to his advantage. So yeah, she took off. She really took off. So now I'm gonna have to go through and carefully try to get this out of here. I'm pretty sure, just because of how quickly this root system grows and just how fast this can get out of hand, I'm probably gonna put this back into a regular pot and just pray I don't overwater it, because I've noticed mainly what my cue was to notice that this thing was escaping this pot too much is that my leaves, for one, started to get smaller. And even though this is kind of a slow-ish grower, it started getting really slow, which made me realize, oh, if it's not focusing on leaves, it's probably focusing on the roots. And that's exactly what it did. So I'm about to repot this one and actually put her so I'm gonna repot her and put her in a regular pot and just go from there. I am going to, I don't know if you guys can see that. I have to figure out what those are. Like, there's white stuff right there, and I was like, oh, that's the perlite. I'm like, no, that's not perlite. That looks like something that's probably not supposed to be there. So luckily that I am about to use a pesticide, fungicide, insecticide, whatever it is, on all my plants, just because I want to water them all, get all their soil good. This one is going to get fresh soil, so hopefully that will help get rid of whatever that is. I honestly think it's just like because I had to water that one more often, and it pretty much stays in that pot and it gets soaked, and I think it's just the humidity's getting to it. So definitely I'm happy I saw that. Need to change that. This one also trying to escape. Not as bad though. That one's not as bad. Also, that looks so cool. So I'll probably just pick this one up, move it around a little bit to get the roots to go back into the pot. But yeah, I need to clean off some of these leaves, prune it a little bit, but that one's not too bad. Although she is dying. She does have a new leaf. This one is an extremely slow grower, so I don't know. I don't know. This was my variegated jades and dapses. Not so much variegated anymore, so whatever, I at least have a new jade. And if I get bold, there is some striation still on the stem. I might try to cut it down and see if I can get that variegation back, but I'm not brave enough yet. My Thai has seen My Thai has seen better days. I've already lost like 2 leaves. This one's turning yellow. I'm like, what am I doing? But that's what I'm doing. I can't focus on the leaves. So yeah, this one's doing that white stuff again too. So we're gonna dump this soil, put it in a new pot, probably go back to a opaque one just because this one also the roots just try to escape, and I really want it to focus on the leaves and not the roots. The newest one did get a little bit more variegation back, so I want that over this. So, whew. So this was just, I need to stop neglecting my plants, but this was just a clipping that had fallen off. I think my original pothos, my marble pothos. The roots are doing pretty good. They say this was only 3 leaves. I also need to stick that back in there. I need to get to the point where I'm going to repot these. I have my soil. I just need to take the time to do it. I have the ones I really want to focus on first, so I'm going to do those. But I think it's about time for me to replace the soil. I don't think I replaced my soil last year, so I need to do it this year just to get nutrients back to the plants. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think I have that many other ones that are in the orchard pots. It was mainly the few that I was scared I was going to overwater. However, I'm kind of used to now how they feel when they need to be watered, so I don't 100% rely on the visibility. It is nice to see, but if they are going to like start getting like a mold and stuff, I don't want to deal with that. If these were in regular clear pots, I'd probably keep them in, but because they are the orchard ones, not orchard, orchid ones, I probably said orchard so many times this video, because they are the orchid ones, and they have holes on the side, it leaves too many areas. It's leaving too many areas for the roots to escape, and I just don't have time for that. So I'm going to actually repot those, get rid of all that old soil, and hopefully these will focus more on the leaves and less on the roots. But yeah, that's just my update on using the clear pots. I'm still going to keep definitely a few of them in the clear pots, especially my smaller ones, but as they get bigger, I'm probably going to switch them back to the regular grow pots just because it's a lot easier and I don't want to have to deal with that mold situation. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.